Hello, my beautiful Aries. Today we're gonna do a monthly reading for the month of May. It's gonna be relatively focused on love, but that could be in many different kinds of relationships. The most important one always being yourself. Okay, so I hope everyone's staying safe in this really crazy time and doing their best to stay sane and so a lot of this too is going to be possibly people are in separation at this time. So we're going to need to be patient with the energy that's involved. You may have new love coming in with the Page of Cups. I've already done a pre-shuffle for you. I'm going to be clarifying with the Golden Tarot deck, and this one is by Cat Black, which is also a Golden Tarot deck. So we're going to start with the Celtic Cross, see what's going on, how you guys are doing, what the energy is like, who's around you, the environment around you and how that's affecting what's going on. Like I said, your pre-shuffle had the Page of Cups, Temperance, and the Three of Coins. So you could be working on a new project or trying to stay in touch with friends as much as possible. That's all definitely well and good. I hope more of us are doing that, because it really is what's going to get us through this, is staying connected, staying grounded. If you have a backyard, try and get outside. Unfortunately, if you don't have a backyard, maybe if you have a balcony or open some windows, go for a walk. Of course, if your neighborhood isn't too busy. Of course, if you're watching this pre-quarantine, you're going to be like, what are you talking about? But that's okay. I don't read cards reversed. You should know that about me. So if I switch the cards over and that's like, why are you doing that? That's why I'm doing that. Because I do not read cards reversed. Okay. Nice. Okay. So you do have a little bit of a tower moment going on, but you could tell that from the beginning that something was happening. So it's not much of an issue because your reading does end with the Strength card and the Ace of Coins. However, the Strength card could be for this tower moment. You may need to have strength to go through it, which I think it's here for you. The energy is here for you, so you will have strength to go through it. And the tower is coming to clear out any old stagnant energy and allow for some new energy to come in. So I'll start with just explaining what we have going on here, and then we'll get some clarifiers for each thing going on. So you're present. Ooh, my cards already want to fly out. Not yet. Okay. So what you have going on right now in the present is the Four of Swords. You could be in your head a lot or resting, thinking about kind of how to make the situation more stable for those around you, trying to take care of everybody. really just being overthinking about how it is that you could help somebody and make their situations more stable. So maybe you have a friend whose situation isn't the most stable, and you want to help out. You don't know how to help out though. Like, so your mind, you're trying to like find out like how can I help? What can I do to make this situation more stable? And maybe that's in your own household. Maybe the household is tense in your house, and you're feeling like how can I make this more stable? Okay. What's blocking you is this Seven of Swords, or what's crossing you at this time is the Seven of Swords. So what that means is someone could be lying to you. Somebody's not telling you the whole truth, trying to get away with not telling you the whole truth about something. Yeah, so that could be getting in the way of how you're helping somebody, because if you don't know the whole situation, how can you help somebody? Okay, so in the past, like, how did we get here? How did we get to this energy? Is the King of Wands. So maybe somebody was being very proud, or too proud. Somebody was giving somebody was being too proud. And what that means is like they weren't accepting your help. So if they weren't accepting your help, we can only give the help people want to receive, right? So if somebody doesn't want to receive that help, then there's nothing else that we can do. And the King of Wands is super independent, super on their own, doesn't want help from other people, doesn't want assistance. They like feel like they have everything going on, they know what they're doing, it's their way or the highway. Or at least in this energy, I feel with the what's going on with the swords, that's not always the case with the King of Wands, especially as a king. But in this energy, I definitely feel like it's very much my way or the highway. And then with the Six of Cups in your recent future, I do see things settling down in this energy. I do see a discussion being had with the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups is about family. It's about past relationships. It's about looking into the past and like understanding people better and how they operate. And the better we understand people and how they operate, the better we can help people, right? So I see that for you. I see coming to an understanding of how maybe it is you can help this person, or this understanding could also be taking a step back and understanding that it's not really necessarily your position to help everyone or to figure out the meaning of life for everyone. You don't have to make everything better. It's okay that this is how things are. Okay? And then we have, so you have the World in what you are focused on. So you're focused on the world. You're focused on your desires. You're focused on what you want to happen in your world, in your ideal world. Maybe you're daydreaming. Maybe you're thinking about all the ways or all of the things you can do outside of quarantine, and you're really manifesting the world for yourself. And I see that later with the Ace of Coins and your outcome, that this works. This is working. And the Six of Wands in the way you're viewing things, like, you know, things are going to work out, they're going to be successful, you're going to come out on top of all of this. all of this thinking and deception and overbearing, maybe fathers, maybe if you're at home and you're with your father, the King of Wands, or somebody with like a father figure, or somebody who just has a very authoritative, maybe a boss, even mentor. Page of Wands. You're wanting to take action, take small actions, again with this, trying to fix things. You want to go towards something. You want to you're ready to go. You're like over this. You're over the thinking, you're over the staying home, you don't want any of this anymore. And I definitely see that with the Six of Wands as well. Like you're ready for movement. Okay. So somebody in your environment is having potentially a tower moment. That could be what's causing this feeling of tension around your home, because they're going through this. Divine is giving them a tower moment to be like, this is this isn't your course to take. They're moving courses for them. They're putting obstacles in their lives to reveal truth. Okay? And you're gonna have strength through this. You could be dealing with a Leo, but mostly I just see it as you're gonna have strength through this. Like you're gonna come out on top of this. And I definitely see that with the Wheel of Fortune. And where is the Wheel of Fortune? It had just fallen out. Okay. So the wheel is turning in your favor. Luck is definitely on your side. This is a relatively slow process. This could be, with the amount of wand energy though, I don't see it being that slow of a process in your circumstance, at least not with the Tower and the change of energies between the Four of Wands to the Four of Swords to the Six of Wands. So meaning you're gonna move from this in your head energy to movement, to action, to victory. And yeah, you're gonna definitely need strength throughout this, but you'll have the strength to go through it. You're definitely a strong one here, Aries. And with the Ace of Coins, the outcome is a gift after enduring all of this, after going through the quarantine, going through the somebody wants to give you a gift. As an Aries, you may have missed a birthday. You may be getting lots of gifts in that sense. Not only that, you may be making plans, see some friends, but I definitely see great things after. So let's clarify all of this. Okay, and then I'm going to pull out some oracle cards at the end. I'm using the Animal Spirit from the Wild Unknown, Whispers of Love, and Earth Magic as my oracle cards. Can I get one more card for the first? Can I get one more card? Also, I'm shuffling through your entire reading because I'm helping you clear your energy through me shuffling. The more you shuffle, the more the cards get cleared. So you have the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles during the Four of Swords. Okay, so you're definitely working at something, or you're thinking about working at something, and with the Two of Pentacles, you may still be the Two of Pentacles with the Four of Swords, I think, is you deciding what it is to work on. You could be really juggling a few things. You could be multitasking. Maybe you're trying a lot of new things. And with the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, I think you find one thing to stick to. And you're and it goes really well for you. Yeah, I definitely see here you have a lot of options. And with your pre-reading too, I saw the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So you could be working on something with somebody, and it's going to be super, super successful. That could be also what you're worried about. You could be worried about this project, and that could be what's causing you. You may want to... I still see this helpful energy towards like other people, but you could be, the Four of Swords could be like you're spreading yourself too thin, trying to help everyone do everything, think about all the things you need to do, and it could be causing you to feel unbalanced with the Two of Pentacles, because all you want to do is work on this new project, or decide what this new project is and then move towards it. Okay, can we clarify the Seven of Swords? What is this deception have to do with Aries and this energy? I have the Seven of Swords here. Okay. So, one more card. So the Five of Wands and the Three of Swords. Oh. Ow. Okay, so somebody could be putting in a lot of energy into something. Yeah, somebody could be putting in a lot of energy into somebody, a lot of love into somebody, and they feel like they're not getting the same level of either commitment or passion back, because the Three of Swords traditionally, not in this deck, will have a heart and these three swords piercing it. This could also just mean that a conversation needs to be had about a fight in order for you guys to move forward and away from it, or else you're going to be staying in this Seven of Swords energy, because this is what's blocking you. Or this is what's crossing you. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay. So let's see. How did we get here? What was the past like? Spirit, what does the past want to tell? What can we learn from the past to help Aries with the current situation? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, Death, and the Hermit. Okay, so it seems like somebody went within to find themselves, think about what it is that they want, their goals, with the Knight of Wands, like what it is their passions are, what they want to move towards, what all of these things, these material things that they want, maybe a house and children and a beautiful career and all of these things that may and death is here to be like it's like the death of the past, almost the past life, a childlike life maybe, and this with the Hermit, it's more of like a solemn energy, a wiser energy, a slower energy, especially with all the pentacles here. And with the Knight of Wands though, it's like you came to those conclusions rather quickly and now you're like sticking to them. That's like, that is what you want. And with death, somebody could be disagreeing with you and how they want to approach that, or at the Knight of Wands, you may be dealing with somebody who's not fully in that energy or thinking the way you are, which could also be causing these rifts. The Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups doing here? It's going to be a long reading, guys, because I have 3 more oracle cards for you, too. Six of Cups. Yeah, we're gonna find out more here what this has to do with the Eight of Cups. Okay. That seems contradictory. I get 2 more cards. The Eight of Cups is about somebody walking out on a relationship or feeling lost within their relationship, feeling like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. So some result of that is either to walk away or, yeah, because then there's also Devil here. You could be working with Capricorn energy. You may not be able, I think a really important thing here is to find compromise, not to get, the Earth energy is great. You could be dealing with a Virgo because the Hermit is here. The Earth energy is great, but sometimes what happens with Earth energy is that it becomes very, very stubborn and stuck in its how it wants things to get done. Yeah, because the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Devil. See, with the Six of Cups, I really thought that things were going to get better. But with the underlying energy of the Six of Cups, which now seems to me as energy that's just being covered up because there's so much love there. This could be put a lot of time. I feel like you put a lot of time into this person. But with the Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the Nine of Swords, you're still really in your head about the situation because you don't feel like you solved it. Yeah, you don't feel like you solved it, and you're almost obsessing over it, I feel, which is causing it to become a bigger thing as well, because the more we think about something, the more energy we're giving it. Because I don't, how do I explain this? So when you give energy to something, it's creating energy. It's like pushing something forward, and that's what's going to happen. Or like, so it's really important with this present situation is to focus on what it is this is. Whatever this project is, whatever it is that interests you, don't put as much energy into this ifs and maybes, and because it's causing you a lot of heartache with the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Devil, like Nine of Swords. Either you need to clear your energy through doing something else, focusing on something else, or you need to speak your truth about the situation, because this is really happening in your head. I don't see a lot of action because I see a lot of emotion, and I see a lot of emotion, and I see a lot of thoughts. I'm not seeing though a lot of action. Even with the Two of Pentacles, like it doesn't. I mean, with the amount of the amount of Pentacles that are here, I don't even see action towards that. I just hear very domineering personality, though. Interesting. Okay, let's clarify the World. So far you have the World and the Hierophant. So this could be somebody that you're like looking to marry. They could be, or you could be a relatively spiritual or religious person. Or they may have a religious family. But the Hierophant. Oh, that's too many cards. Okay, guys, let's clarify the Hierophant. Or not, sorry, the World. Why is the World here? Okay. Okay. So you do have the Ten of Swords, but you also have the Four of Wands and the Hierophant. So I feel like even though you're going through all of this and this is all in your head, what's happening on the surface is that this person is very much still your world. And with the Four of Wands and the Hierophant, you want commitment with them. You want, like the Four of Wands, I see like 11:11, like that's like a doorway and you want to walk through it together, or like think of it as like an archway of like marriage and going through it together. And yeah, with the Ten of Swords, like it's in here, it's in the energy. It's not necessarily the focal point of your conscious energy. It may be what's happening under the fact, but I definitely see a lot of love here. So I feel like this, especially with the Hierophant, this could just be underlying the relationship that's going to be like something to deal with. Not necessarily in the future, because like if it's something like a problem, I do believe it should be dealt with. But you know, you do you, girl, boy, genderless, whatever, you know. I say, I'll probably say girl often. If I say girl, it's not necessarily a gendered term to me. I just like, you go girl, or you go Glen Coco. Maybe I'll just go like, you do you, Glen. Everyone's gonna be named Glen in my universe. Okay, so Page of Wands, so far we have the Six of Cups, which again, like even in your unconscious, you do believe that this is like real, just, I'm gonna say family love, but that's not what I mean by family love. It's almost like you want to make this person your family. It's like the family you choose. Okay. Then you have the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the High Priestess, clarifying the Page of Wands, I definitely see, I do see action eventually, especially after you go inside and you decide what it is you want and how it is you're going to approach this. And yeah, when you finally go inside, you'll be able to figure out what it is that you want, or what's most important to you in this relationship. And that's especially with the High Priestess and with the Nine of Wands. There'll be an eventual clear out of this really negative energy, except for the fact that I think it might get worse before it gets better, just because it's kind of how the Nine of Wands works, because for that you get the Nine of Wands and you need the Ten of Wands. So but the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands is coming, right, where you're just like plowing through the bullshit, whereas this Nine of Wands, you're still kind of focused in it. But considering majority of these cards are positive with the Six of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands, I do feel like you get through it. Okay. see how you're viewing the situation. Okay, that's really... Too many cards. Okay, so I do see you finding some more independence. Wishes are coming true with the star. You could be taking my advice here with the focusing on things you're interested in, because of the 9 Pentacles I do see more independence, but I do see still a lot of love. The 5 of Swords, again, this is the underlying energy of the things that are still happening, but overall you feel like you'll get through it. You'll get through all of it, which I completely agree. Let's check out this Tower moment. What's going on here? Ooh. What is this tower? What is this tower? Why are you here? What are you clearing out? Sorry guys, I keep getting up. I know it's really gross, but I have ants in my room. This is a relatively like older house. Yeah. Oh, this is like an older house. So I'm getting ants, and if I'm periodically getting up to like kill them. I know I like don't want to, but I don't really know. There's so many at one point that I'm like, I literally have to just murder all of you. I'm so sorry. It is causing me a little bit of a distraction, but for the most part, your reading is coming out really well and clear, so I do appreciate that. There's on the fucking ceiling, guys. Okay, we're gonna have to ignore her. Let's focus on the tower moment instead. I remember how I was just telling you guys to focus on something that's not negative, and I'm like, I have ants in my room. Ugh. What do you guys do to get rid of ants? Okay. Ooh. Okay. I like this. The Wheel of Fortune came out again, or like actually came out this time. The Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Cups all underneath the tower. Odd. Usually it would be like negative cards. So somebody is going through a tower moment to bring in lots of love, to change their, like, how it is that they are viewing the situation, maybe to get on the same page as you, and really going for it. Like with the Queen of Wands, really standing in their power, really standing in power with you. The Knight of Cups, and offering you their cup and their wheel and their fortune and their passion. So I feel like somebody's going through a tower moment to gain clarity on what it is that they really want, and what they really want, it seems, is you, which is beautiful. Let's look at your hopes and or your fears regarding this situation. The King of Pentacles. Okay. I'm not going to take the Five of Pentacles, but I'm just going to let you know the Five of Pentacles did come out with the World again. The World, the Five of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay. With the idea of the fact that the Five of Pentacles did come out and there's a Five of Cups, here, to me, it seems like you're still worried. So that I feel like what came up with here is your hopes and your fears. So your fear is that you're gonna love and lose. With the Five of Cups, that like somebody's just gonna give up on this connection, and with the Five of Pentacles too, that in the earthly material way things aren't going well either. But what I have here is the King of Pentacles and the World. So, and the Strength card. So what I do see is that all of that is just coming out of a place of fear, because you have the World here and you have someone sturdy and willing to work, and this could be you as well. And with the King of Pentacles and then the Ace of Coins as an outcome, I definitely see financial security, but I do see a fear of that. Just know the World is here for you to give you everything you want. You just gotta go and get it. You just gotta go and get it. Okay. Let's clarify the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Wands. Strength, and the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, Strength again, and the Ace of Swords, you could be dealing with Leo again. I'm going to say that because Strength came out again. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Leo, but really, to me, it just means that you're going to have the strength to go through everything that's been going on with these energies. You're going to start speaking your truth, going through more communications with the Page of Swords, going maybe sending emails, creating opportunities for yourself. And I say that too because of the Ace of Wands is all about action towards things that you really desire, and with the Ace of Coins it's going to be more material things. So let's get a message from the universe, see what the universe has for you, and then I'm going to check out their energy as well, and then I'll pull out some 3 oracle cards for you. So you have the Hanged Man. So the universe is telling you, Hanged Man, so the universe is telling you to be patient. I'm dropping the entire deck out. So it's telling you to be patient, to shift your perspective, possibly look into their perspective, see what it is that their motives are, try and be a little bit empathic towards whoever it is you're dealing with. Yeah, so the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands, or the Seven of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, coming from a loving place, a place of understanding, of, again, love, of knowing you'll get through it, that you'll get through the battles of it all. Okay, we're going to look into their energy. How are they feeling about this connection between Aries? Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, and the Three of Wands. So they definitely see a future with you. They see going the long way with you, like going through everything with you. The Wheel of Fortune really has everything. It has the angels that are divinely protecting this relationship. There's a man blowing out, like he's fixing food and like building a fire for his wife and his child. They have cows, like it's an abundant future, and they want an abundant future with you. So you got the Unicorn. unicorn is all about, well, magic. It's, I think one of the few, it's one of the spirit cards, so it's one of the few in the deck for sure, but it's also one of the few of the deck that's actually a mythical thing. And what that means, I think, too, is that your relationship is magic. Your relationship is going through a bunch of these hard times because you got the bad underneath, so too, like some darkness as well, but that's what they dwell in, that's what they live in, and it's because of this beautiful light that has to come through and has to shine through, that's no, you know, the saying with the whole like can't see the stars unless it's dark type thing. So everything that's gonna become amazing has to first not be so amazing, unfortunately. Yeah, have patience. Love is kind. Love is patient and kind always. So try to come from a place that is, again, that is understanding of your partner, to not lose your temper. As an Aries, it can be difficult. Also to try and shift your perspective of this. Again, this, I feel like surfacely, and not even surfacely, like there's a lot of love here. There's just some tension, and I don't think it would be the main focus of your mind if you were not forced to just really just sit with your mind. But we'll be out of here soon enough, and you don't want to, like, I don't think you're burning bridges, but it could be a really overbearing energy for you to be dealing with. Okay. Yeah, so you have dream time. So maybe with like the beginning energy, trying to create something, start something new, building something for yourself. Being creative really does help clear the mind. Because we are creators, we come from creation, so therefore, like, we are meant to create. So putting your focus in creation could really help with this energy. You could also be asked to look into your dreams, see what it is your dreams are saying to you, both in a sense of the dream world, like what are your dreams saying, but also in the sense of, like, that could also mean what you're afraid of, like what are your dreams showing you. Okay, Aries, that's all I have for you for the month of May. If this resonated, please let me know. Yeah, have a great day, guys.